Hey guys, thanks for checking out these videos. I'm showing cheat chords for playing on acoustic guitar, getting a nice kind of an open tuning sound without having to retune your guitar. It's kind of what I'm going for when I play these chords in this fashion. So I've done most of the keys already. There's an E video, there's a G video, A video, D video, and the only other key that you can play pretty easy and get in the open keys without using a capo is the key of C. So I'm going to show you guys how I play in the key of C to give a nice open sound. Here we go. Here are the cheat chords. Okay, your basic C chord is ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And this is what it sounds like. Pretty basic, nice, pretty. But as I play in the key of C, I'll always use my pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string because it adds that high G, which is going to be in most. It's in the chord structure of a C. So you're not really doing anything except adding that extra 5th to the chord. So let's listen to that. So we end nice on G. The other reason why I do that is because then I can basically keep these 2 fingers there for the entire song. I don't have to move those 2 fingers at all, because even when I play an F chord, that G is the 2nd of the F chord. And like I've talked about in the other videos, the 2nd is always welcome to the chord. It just gives it a nice tight sound. And G is the 2nd note in the key of F, so it's okay if it's there. So that's kind of how I do it. Most of the time also, I'm not playing this note, I'm not playing there, I'm just muting that string with the pad. Again, you can more than welcome to play those. I just don't, because it's the 3rd of the chord, and it's not really necessary to get the chord to sound right. So this is what this sounds like. And I guess if you had that 3rd in there, it would sound a little better, a little more full. But if you're just kind of chumping around, you're not missing much. On probably one of the songs I'll show you, it's actually that they hammer on that B. They hammer on that E in that C chord. So that's an option as well. So if you want to have it in there, more than welcome, but it's not necessary for the chord. So really easy way to get from the C to the G. Just move your ring finger. We're done. Done, son. Alright? So let's go back to the C because we're going to add the F in the bass with our thumb. And it's the same as the C chord. I'm just using my thumb to get the F on the E string. So there's your basic C, F, G. Another thing you'll probably need is the C over E, which means basically just leave the E open. So we got C, E, F, G. A minor is your basic A minor chord, A minor 7 chord, which is I'm going to put my middle finger on that where it would be normally on a C chord. I'm just going to take my ring finger off. There's our A minor 7. Again, I just leave my pinky there on that E string. So that gives our A minor chord, A minor 7. And then if I need a G over B, move my middle finger to the B. There's my G over B. There's my C. If I need a D minor, I can just move my middle finger onto the 2nd fret of the G string. And there's my D minor, even though it's not really a D minor. It's a D7 suspended. But if I wanted a D minor, I have to play a D minor and need that minor note in there. Then I just use my pad and my whole finger on the top 2 strings, E and the B string, and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Play the D. There's the minor. But again, you don't need that 3rd there. You can get away with just leaving the pinky there. There's other instruments that are going to be getting that minor there. So that's there. We got our C, C over E, F, G, A minor, G over B, C, D minor, or D minor. Alright, so one of my good friends, Abner Ramirez, is in a band called Johnnyswim, and they have a song that's pretty awesome, and it uses this F to C, so I wanted to show that first, and also give them a nice little plug. So we have the F, like I showed you, thumbing, using that thumb on the E string there, and then they actually hammer the third of that. They kind of alternate that on and off, so you can play that. I kind of like to leave it open if I'm just playing in C, it's any regular song, but they kind of hammer that on the second fret of the G string. So here's how it goes. So that's kind of how they play that song. Another song, popular song, Use Somebody. That's pretty easy. Another song, Everything Glorious by David Crowder Band, uses the hammer-on thing like I talked about. They hammer on the third for the C, and then they'll actually do the same thing on the G, and then the F chord, and then the D is open right there. So it kind of goes like this. Glory, glory, you are glorious, you are glorious. Glory, glory, you are glorious, you are glorious. Which leads me to believe why I can't believe you make everything glorious. You make everything glorious. You make everything glorious. And I am yours. So that's the key of C. All the cheat codes for the key of C. That's pretty much it for all of the cheat chords that I know for all the keys. Again, you can use any of these chords with any key by just throwing a nice trusty capo on. You can get F by capo 1 and playing in E. F sharp by doing the same thing, second fret, capo with second fret and playing in E. Any of the flats, G flats, B flats, whatever you want to play. You can throw the capo on and play it in one of those keys, G, C, D, E, or A, and you can get the same effect with the capo and playing in the other chords that I taught you. So be sure to check out all the other videos too, and if you have any comments, questions, feel free to jump on there and post a comment. I'd love to help anybody out that's learning to play guitar, and especially if you're a young worship leader, I'd love to be able to help you out if I can. Thanks again for watching this video. We'll catch you later.